up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here and Mano's here. And it's time for your Yeetie. Nelly is being sued by his former St. Lunatics group members for copyright infringement because they say that they were not credited or paid for work on the 2000 debut album Country Grammar.
25 years later.
Yeah, and they are claiming now that they were not properly credited. So a couple of days ago, they did file this suit against Nelly in New York federal court.
So, but they always knew that they wasn't credited, or they just find this out?
I feel like they've mentioned that like this has come up before, but I don't think they've sued him before.
They waited a long time to get
I don't,
this
yeah,
in.
and that's the thing. I don't know how this is going to stand up because this is from 2000.
2000.
It's 24 years later, but I don't know. We're going to see what happens. All right, and Atlantic Music Group layoffs have happened. There's been a large wave of layoffs. You know, Julie Greenwald, who was a top executive chairwoman at Warner Music Group, and Kevin Liles just recently announced that he's leaving. Right. And so those were two huge executives. Well, it looks like they laid off 270 people, 10% of the staff. That happened early last year. And then they underwent two more rounds earlier this year. So now they've laid off even more people. And according to Variety, they have an internal memo. It says, "Hi, everyone. Since we announced Julie would be stepping down, we've been thoughtfully working on how to evolve Atlantic Music Group for the future. Next week, we will be unveiling a new dynamic structure for the label group. Elliot begins as CEO of AMG on October 1st. As part of this reorganization, we will unfortunately be saying goodbye to talented people. I know you've been waiting to hear the plan, and rather than carry out changes piecemeal, we decided to make these difficult choices in one go. Today will be a tough day, and by 9 p.m. Eastern, you will have heard if your job is affected. Your leaders and the people team will provide you with all the important details. We are committed to helping those impacted through this with the utmost respect and supporting them with the runway during the transition." That's tough. I got to wait till 9 p.m. to find out after I get this email. But shout out to some of our friends over there at Atlantic Records who I know.
I used to be signed to Atlantic.
Yes, you did.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So, and it's always a tough time, too. The holidays are coming up soon. But I think everybody kind of knew this was coming.
Yeah, and they got money. They be all right.
Mano.
They got money. They all right.
All right. Well, anyway, that is your Yeetie. Now, it's also a Friday, so New Music Friday. When we come back, we'll be telling you what's out, what you should be listening to over the weekend. And, of course, I know you'll be streaming the iHeartRadio Music Festival tonight and tomorrow night only on Hulu. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.